Welcome back to the Y.E.S Longevity Podcast, where we give you insight on how to get fit, feel younger, and live better. You may not be aware, but on October 18th, I believe it's a Thursday night, 7 o'clock, we're going to be running our first of a four-part series on longevity. We're going to take a look at those things that you have the ability to change in your life to help live a little bit longer. Because statistics show that 10% of longevity is based upon genes. 90% is based upon lifestyle. So there are things that you can do to give you a better chance of living longer. So today we have a special guest, Maggie F. Maggie has been a client with us a couple of years now.
A couple. 14, 15?
14 or 15 years she's been hanging around here because she wants to make my day miserable.
Yeah, I enjoy that.
She enjoys that. And Maggie is a little bit on the older side.
Yes, I am.
She still lives on her own and drives.
I do.
Fully functional. And
yeah,
that's an amazing thing.
it is.
And we need more people like you out there doing that.
Right.
So we might do a lot of giggling today.
That could be bad.
That could be bad. And you usually are bad. So she is here today to share some of her secrets as to how she feels or why she feels that she's been able to maintain the lifestyle she's been able to maintain in her advanced years.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
So 14 or 15 years ago, I don't really remember when,
Could be longer. Who knows?
you walked through my door.
I did.
What made you walk through my door?
Oh, I was going somewhere else. And well, I didn't know about you at the time.
No
And-
two-timing.
And this is a long time ago.
Yeah.
And I was going somewhere else, and I really wasn't benefiting because I was teaching me, and I know nothing about any of this. And my neighbor comes running down the street,
Mhm.
and she was telling me all about you when you were down in Apple
Oh, Apple Hill, right.
Hill. She was telling me all of this stuff about you, and I thought, geez, that sounds pretty good. So eventually, I walked through your door, and I never left.
Rats.
And that's why I'm here, because you were they were all young people. I was a little younger then too, but they were all young people down here. And then you told me that my legs were stronger than those young girls. And I was quite proud of that, because here I am, over 50, and these girls are 30s and 40s, and my legs were stronger than theirs. But when I was a kid growing up, we didn't have cars. Dad had the car.
Mhm.
And we walked. We walked a mile to school. We walked to the library. We walked wherever we wanted to go. We had to walk. So that's why my legs were stronger than theirs, because they were driving.
That could be. But something else that you always did too. You were an avid cyclist.
Oh, I did. Yeah. I did quite a bit of biking, and went on a few trips. But biking around here, great stuff. If you want to last a long time, go dig out your bicycle and you bike around on these hills. I mean, I was along in years when I went on the bicycle trip, and my bicycle partner, she was always the first one up the hill, but I was the second one up. All the others came up after us, because they all lived in New York, and their big hill was in Central Park.
Yeah, that's not a hill. It's not a hill.
I
You
know.
biked Europe too, didn't you?
I biked in Europe, yes. I did. They were some of the best vacations I had. Really, I wish I had done that sooner.
Sooner, yeah.
It was a great way to travel. We're out in the countryside, and the people were really nice. I mean, they were fascinated with us because we came over to their country biking. They used their bike
All
to
the
go do
time.
their shopping and whatever it is they had to do. But yeah, those are fun vacations. They really were.
You went to the Cape a lot too. Did you bike at the
And
Cape?
oh yeah, I biked at the Cape. We started in April when I had a vacation. And then the whole summer we biked. And then I did 100-mile bike
Wow.
in the one day down in Rhode Island. They still have that going too. I understand. But yeah, that was before Chris,
Before me.
before
Right.
you.
BC.
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 So,
Would you say that you're still very active at your house? I mean, you still get outside and do some gardening.
yeah.
I mean, you're not shoveling your driveway anymore, but you will get the snow off your sidewalk at times. You don't shovel your deck.
They won't let me anymore. I got too many squealers around. And so I try to behave myself. But I'm still active, yeah.
Mhm. Would you think that activity is one of the things that helped you live as long as you've lived and
Oh,
continue to live the life that you live?
Definitely, yeah, really. Yeah, because I've got, well, now I only have 2 brothers, but there were 5 of us in the family. And they all lived. Well, my sister had other problems, but my brother was into his 80s when he passed away. And my parents were in their 80s when and their siblings were all in their 80s. As a matter of fact, a sister of my father's, she lived to be 102 months. Yeah, she lived
Does
to be
that
100.
mean you're going to work out here for another decade or so?
Yeah, and I'm adding another 8 years to it. You know, because I told the nurse I was going to live to 110.
110?
Yeah, yes, because she said I was going to. So I said, okay, I wouldn't let her down. Oh my God.
How many years do you figure that you'll be coming here to ruin my day?
How many? I would like to say forever, just to bug you. But who knows? I'm having trouble with my eyes. So, you know,
Let's say a prayer that we can get that better for you.
it would be nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll keep coming as long as the feet keep moving.
What do you think you'd gain by coming here? Except for the jokes.
Except for the joke. I gain, I've had a few surgery things, and I came here, and actually I recuperated very well, and I lay that to coming here being active. If I wasn't always active, you know, in your room here, I was in on your machines.
Yeah.
And I really think that helped me get over being sick.
Just so people don't understand, Maggie comes and lifts weights with us 3 times a week.
Right.
3 times a week she comes to the gym, works out. You may have seen some of the other videos that we've done with her. She does some pretty funky, cool stuff to help improve her balance, improve her strength.
Yeah.
So check them out on our Facebook page.
Yeah. I'm there somewhere.
I actually had a woman come in a few weeks ago and say, I saw Maggie on Facebook doing that sled routine like that. And she goes, I can't do that. I don't want to go there. I don't want to have to do that. I said, well, first of all, we're only going to make you do what we think you can do. Second of all, you probably could be able to do that. We're always going to make it to the level of fitness they can do it. So people actually see you and you inspire them.
Really?
When they see what you can do and they think, wow, she can do that, I can do that. And this woman is 20 years younger than you.
Really?
Yes.
Well, you just tell her she can do it.
She can do it.
She can do it. Everyone can do it as long as they've got the capacity, legs that work and so forth. Yeah, you work up to it.
Absolutely.
So, because I know there's been a few times coming back after surgery and coming back, wow, back to square one. But it didn't take me long to catch up where I was before I had the surgery.
Yeah, you caught up pretty quickly.
I thought I did. I mean, I don't know. I still could bug you. This is bad.
No, this is good. This is good.
We also did a lot of hiking too when we were kids.
A lot of hiking. In this area, going up these hills, got to
Up the
build some
hills,
strength in those
yeah.
legs.
Well, this would be down in Bristol, but there's hills all around Bristol. And my dad used to take half the neighborhood and his kids and Sundays. And then we did sliding. We'd go down the big hill, Blakesley Street.
Wow, that is a big hill.
Which they didn't plow then because there weren't that many houses on it like there is now. And we'd go out there with, that was a big treat, going with Dad down the hill. I was always, make a ripper. I was always on the back.
Make a ripper?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what make a ripper is.
Oh my God. You took all the sleds and you took the ropes that you pulled them with and you attached it to the one in front and then somebody, and we made our own ripper and down the hill we would go. And I had a small sled. So I was always at the back end and I got tossed off every time. I'm a slow learner. Down the hill we go. And
was that the old flexible flyers with the?
Yeah.
With the,
Yeah, we had a couple of those.
Uh-huh.
The boys had those. I had my own little sled. And because it was little and I had very little weight, I tipped off every time.
Then you got to climb back up
and
the hill.
then I had to climb back up the hill by myself. And everybody got a nice ride to the bottom of the hill. And I only got halfway down. But it was fun. See? Anything else you want to know?
Well, let's see. How about your social life right now?
My social life?
Yeah. You still get out and about with friends, see friends and go to lunch and things like that?
Yeah, I do, but not. My friends are beginning to peter out on me.
Peter out.
They're either in a home because they can't live alone anymore, or they haven't quite got it, or they've gone on other journeys. And so I got to go out and make new friends.
I think you told me one time, always make sure you have friends that are younger than you.
Yeah, I did. But then I moved to Burlington. And they went their way and I went my way. But I always said, always make sure your friends are younger than, or some of them.
Some of them.
Yeah, because those that are my age or pretty close to my age, they got problems,
Yeah.
you know.
You get a lot of socialization when you come down here because you have fun when you come down here.
I do, yeah. There's some good people here. And I have to show off and be fresh to you.
If we're not having fun, why are we doing it, right? We
Right.
got to have some fun. When
You
we're
got to
doing
have
this.
fun. Yeah,
gotta have
and
fun.
it is. I enjoy coming down. And the people down here are they're all very nice. And you don't have to worry if you're along in years. They accept you. You know, sometimes some of these younger people don't want to be bothered with us old fogies.
Not around here.
But not here. They're very friendly and yeah.
I know you don't think this happens, but when you're in the room and you're working, you do some of the things that you do, you truly inspire some of the other people in that room because they see you do that and they figured, how many times do I make you get up and down off the ground?
How many times? You don't make me get up off the ground, do you?
Yeah, we do. You got to, when you do in ramp, you do half kneeling and some of the exercises and throwing a medicine ball right now and anti-rotation press. And I mean, that is important stuff for us to be able to do as you age. So people look at it and say, you know what, if she can do that, I can do that.
I can do that. Yeah. Well, that's good to know. I'll do more of it.
Tomorrow morning at 7 a.m.
I'll send you a bill.
Turning the tide on me.
But yeah, I know there's been a couple of Peg. What an incentive. But she hasn't been back.
She hasn't been back. Well, she's travels the world. She's always out and about,
she's
stuff
traveling.
like that.
Well, that's good too. A lot of walking there.
I did mention you a couple of weeks ago on one of our podcasts. The fact that you had done the drop to jean size challenge. Was it last year or 2 years?
Last year, I believe.
I think last year she did it, and
the year, go ahead.
And in 8 weeks, you dropped 2 jean sizes. It didn't matter.
Did.
It doesn't matter how old you are. We can make it happen.
It did. Yeah, you had, and I mean, I was happy with what I did. I got down into my jeans.
Yeah.
And I've kept it off.
There you go.
But then the summer came, and it was a very hot, muggy summer. And
here comes the ice cream.
Here comes the ice cream. and it was good. And
gotta
so
have nuts
I did
in it.
If it doesn't have nuts, don't bother with it.
That's what makes it healthy.
That's true. That's a good way to get the nuts into you, you know.
I can find a few other ways that might be better.
But but I'll get that off because I'm going to do, I think that was the same one with the little booklet.
Yes.
Yeah. With 2 weeks of recipes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I got to do that on my own this time around. We'll see.
You can do it on your own. You want my help?
I'll bug you.
Okay.
I'll be there to bother you.
All right. I'll be here to help you.
Okay.
I'll be here to help you.
That's a deal.
What would you say is the number one thing you like about coming to Y.E.S Fitness?
The number one, you.
Ah.
I kind of read that one.
Where's the cue card on that one?
What's the number one thing for coming here?
It could be me.
It's you because you get after me. I mean, sometimes I moan and groan and I can't do that, but you have other ideas. And I like the people that are here. All of them. They're all very they're all very nice people. They are.
Mhm.
And hi Maggie. It makes you feel good
Yeah,
first thing in the morning. Because I got no one
absolutely.
else. Well, I got my nephew, but he's still asleep when he comes
That
over.
there are certain chemicals that your brain produces when you greet people and say hello, or when you hold someone like that, or you shake someone's hand. Those are all like chemicals that help you live longer.
Really?
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
Touch me, baby.
Oh, you better take that out of there. Ooh, I lost my head for a minute.
So I have one last question for you.
Okay.
If someone was on the fence about coming down here, Y.E.S Fitness, what would you tell
I would say, why don't you come down with me? Of course, I'd clear it with you.
them? Of course.
Why don't you come down with me and see what I do and talk to Chris and see what he would be doing with you? And sooner or later, you're going to like it. If you're active, you certainly would like it, right?
Right? Yeah.
I think so. I mean, some mornings it's a chore. I mean, that ungodly hour of 7. But then I look at all those coming out from the 6 o'clock class, and then they can do 6, I can do 7,
Mhm.
right?
That's right.
And if you could do 7, then you can do 6,
Mhm.
but they're way ahead of me.
They're not ahead of you. You're ahead of them. Not in age, and your abilities and what you can do at your age.
Really?
Yeah, really, honestly, you do a fantastic job. Do you have any more thoughts? I know there's another question, but any other words of wisdom on helping people live longer, better?
Well, I think if you're fortunate enough to still have family around, give them a chance too, I mean, well, sometimes
Mm.
families, but I think because I moved up here because part of my family was up here. And and some of them are over in Goshen. That isn't very far. And yeah, family, friends, and yes,
Well, I'm going to
yes,
tell you a little secret, okay? I'm going to let a little secret out that the number one thing that you can do to help affect your longevity is what they call social integration. Friends, saying hello to people, interacting with people all the time. And the number two thing is close relationships like family, people that you can rely on. Those are the two most important things,
yeah,
factors that help people live longer.
yeah, I'll agree with that. Yeah. I mean, some people just, it's too bad. I mean,
Mhm.
they're living here and their family is somewhere else. So it's not always
Mm.
easy to get to them, but
But you can
yeah,
still have that socialization
but you
where you're
still,
at.
that's why they have telephones.
And telephones, you can look at each other on that, like Dick Tracy.
Oh,
All right, Maggie. Well, I really appreciate you coming down here and sharing your thoughts with us today. I had a great time. I really enjoy coaching you 3 days a week at 7 a.m.
I know. He can pick on me and get away with it because this is good for you.
I definitely pick on you.
He does. He's not kidding.
So if you're looking for more information about our longevity podcast, pardon me, our longevity seminar series, you can check it out on Facebook, on our website. We have advertisements going out. We'll be talking about it again next week on our podcast here. So Look for us again next week, 3:30 on Tuesday, for more information and insight on how to get fit, feel younger, and live better. Thanks for coming aboard, and thanks for watching. Have a great day.
Thank you very much.